as Jamaica wins another gold medal here in Grenada, and I think he is amazed by the time. We are waiting for it. I think it's a championship record. It is. Usain Bolt's 47.33 has been removed by Nicole Bramwell, and it's all happening here at the Kirani James Stadium.
Lady.
As I said earlier today, Christopher Taylor, another Jamaican, did go faster than 47.33, but that was when the category was under 18. There's the lineup: Cheslin Gordon of Trinidad and Tobago, Paul Henry, Jamaica, Caden Prasad of Guyana, Egan Neely of the Bahamas, Cameron Mathlin of Grenada, Nicole Bramwell, the defending champion from Jamaica, Shavonna Nixon of the Bahamas, and Aiden Moore of Barbados.
Fastest in qualifying was Mathlin from Grenada. The defending champion coming through with just the 5th fastest time, but coming through very, very comfortably in his heat. You see Mathlin there. The hopes of the nation on his shoulders.
On your mark.
There is the defending champion, Nicole Bramwell, goes in lane number 6, has the kinesia tape on the right hamstring. That's been the bother for him in recent weeks. Final of the under-17 boys 400 meters. They await the command for a second time to hit their marks.
On your mark.
Gordon, Trinidad and Tobago, Henry, Jamaica, Prasad, Guyana, Neely, Bahamas, Mathlin, Grenada, Bramwell, defending champion, Jamaica, Nixon, Bahamas, and Moore, Barbados.
Despite the hamstring issues, Bramwell still ran 47.39, the second in the under-16 boys division at the Jamaican High School Championships. Away they go. Goes out a little bit quicker here, Nicole Bramwell, than he did in qualifying. Already surges by Nixon of the Bahamas on his outside, and the Jamaican goes flying down the backstretch. Nicole Bramwell in full flight here in the under-17 boys 400 final. His countryman Paul Henry is also running well and moving through in lane number 2. Under 200 meters to go. It's Bramwell with the advantage. If he can maintain this, this will be a race for the silver medal. The defending champion transitions down the home stretch. Paul Henry, his countryman, holding second. The Grenadian is coming forward. That's Mathlin. Bramwell defends his title and Mathlin gets silver. Wow. Nicole Bramwell had the field beat from the first 200 meters. Held on strongly down the home stretch. A terrific finish coming from Cameron Mathlin of Grenada to snatch the silver medal. It's joy for the home country as Jamaica wins another gold medal here in Grenada, and I think he is amazed by the time. We are waiting for it. I think it's a championship record. It is. Usain Bolt's 47.33 has been removed by Nicole Bramwell, and it's all happening here at the Kirani James Stadium.
Amazing performance from that young man. We know he can go sub 47. Given what he's had to go through over the past couple of weeks in terms of trials, in terms of champs, we didn't know what he would be able to produce here. He's been struggling with injury, but he was able to produce the goods in front of the crowd here at the Kirani James Stadium, in a stadium named for a great champion, world and Olympic champion from Grenada. He was able to step up and take the gold medal. Egan Neely holds on for the bronze.
Well, let's have a look at the athletes from the first heat. Matt Hudson-Smith, by the way, the European champion and bronze medalist at the World Championships, goes in heat 4 for England. There's the lineup: Geldenhuys of Namibia, Timbachi of Vanuatu, Anthony Cox of Jamaica, Solomon of Australia, Steve Solomon, watch him, Kamaraj of Sri Lanka, Desroy Jordan of St Vincent and the Grenadines, and Shay Lara of Trinidad and Tobago on the outside. So with only 3 non-automatic qualifier spots, that make the first 3 or you're not going to make it through to the semis is really the message. There is Che Lara, 46.92 man this year. He'll be running blind. His personal best was last year, 46.4. In lane 7 for St Vincent and the Grenadines. He's actually the national 800 metres champion this year. Desroy Jordan, the 21-year-old, best of 47.76 this year. In 6, Kalinga Kumaraj of Sri Lanka, 3 times their champion and the reigning champion. Set his personal best actually, but back on the 23rd of April. He hasn't raced since the middle of June. In 5, the very experienced Australian Steve Solomon, 8th in the Olympic Games in London 2012. Remember that, 10 years ago now. A semi-finalist in Tokyo last year, and he holds the Australian record for 400 indoors at 45.4. Good athlete. There's Anthony Cox of Jamaica. Had COVID in Eugene, but was able to compete in the heats of the 4x400 for his nation. Came 3rd in the Jamaican Championships earlier on this summer. There's Obedia Timbaki of Vanuatu. Went out in his heat for the World Championships, the 19-year-old, best of 52.85 this year, and that is his lifetime best. And then in 2 is Ivan Dani Geldenhuis of Namibia. 21 in a few days' time, the South African semi-finalist in the African Championships in Mauritius back in early June, but he hasn't raced either since early June, the 20-year-old Geldenhuis. 46.4 his best this year. Remember, the first 3 go through by right, so he'll be right on the cusp of it. Will Ivan Dani Geldenhuis.
On your marks.
Reigning champion is Makwala. He's up Makwala of Botswana. Indeed, his teammate Babaloki Thebe took out the silver on the Gold Coast back in 2018. So the first heat of 7 then in the men's 400 metres. Geldenhuis in 2, Timbaki of Vanuatu in 3, Cox of Jamaica 4, Solomon of Australia in 5, the Sri Lankan Kumaraj in 6, Jordan of St Vincent and the Grenadines in 7, and Lara Trinidad and Tobago in lane 8.
Set.
Well, qualifying from this should be a formality for an athlete of the calibre of Steve Solomon of Australia, but he'll want a solid run. He's in 5. They're right in the centre in the yellow with the greenish shorts, 4th from left at the moment, moving well down the back straight. And actually quickest away is Kumaraj of Sri Lanka, really quick through the first 200 in that blue strip. He's a 45.8 performer this year, but he leads at the moment by quite some margin. Solomon going okay right in the centre. Inside him, the Jamaican vest of Anthony Cox is moving well around the second bend as they come into the straight. Kumaraj has given 101% through the first 300. Now he's chased down by the big figure of Cox, the Jamaican, who looks very strong for the last 50. Solomon follows him through, and he's under real pressure here for 3rd place, and I think he just loses out there to Geldenhuis of Namibia, who gets 3rd spot. It is the first 3, remember, who go through by right, and I think despite giving everything for the first 380, it was nearly enough. Kumaraj of Sri Lanka might just have got run out of it. It was very tight at the line. No doubting the strong finish and fine form of Anthony Cox. Maybe a little bit frustrated after not being able to give his all in Eugene a couple of weeks back because of COVID, but he wins in 45.51. That is only a couple of clicks outside his lifetime best from earlier on this season. And Steve Solomon, 45.98, a solid 2nd for Australia. And it was Ivan Dani Geldenhuis of Namibia who took 3rd place, 46.51. Kumaraj will have to wait and see, but 46.53, I'm not sure it'll be quick enough. Desroy Jordan of St Vincent and the Grenadines, a personal best for him, significant leap forward, 47.29.
I was absolutely willing the Sri Lankan 3rd from the left here as we look at it to get himself home in the top 3. It was a really bold piece of running because he knew the likes of Cox of Jamaica and Solomon, who seems to have been around for a lifetime, made the Olympic final. Must have been a teenager then back in 2012. Sri Lanka knew that they would be coming and closing, and that he'd start wading through treacle towards the back end of the race. Geldon, who did really well to come through in lane 2. Good running by Cox, just off the podium in the World Youth a few years ago. So unlucky to get COVID in Eugene and not be able to perform at his best. It's a good run by Solomon there, and Geldon, who's out dipping Kumaraj. So the Sri Lankan will have to wait to see whether he can claim one of the 3 non-automatic spots. But remember, that's 3 non-automatic spots from 7 heats. Good running by Cox, 3rd in the Jamaican National Champs. Just to make it as any level of international in a Jamaican sprint event shows you the calibre of the man we've just been watching, just off the podium in the World Youth, and he'll be absolutely determined to remind everybody what he could have produced in Eugene had COVID not brought his aspirations at the Worlds to a premature end.
Well, there it is. You can see the fine form of Anthony Cox. Bottom of picture. Working hard with the arms there. And that is very nearly a lifetime best. And I think there's considerably more to come from the 21-year-old. Solomon of Australia in the dark glasses. Moving well, and you can see the effort from even Danny Geldon. Here he is with about 40 to go. He's way back in 4th, but he keeps battling away. Kumaraj by far the smallest of the 4-inch shot, just tying up the stride length going, the knees not coming up over the final meters, and he just gets out dipped by the Namibian, giving himself an early 21st birthday present in effect. There it is. Anthony Cox wins for Jamaica, 45.51, and lovely big capital Q beside his name. Steve Solomon likewise for Australia in 2nd place, and Geldon Huys of Namibia taking that precious 3rd spot by 4 100ths of a second. Sorry, 2 100ths of a second of Kalinga Hua Kamaraj.
So Wagwan Jamaica. So hello everyone. I hope that you are all doing well. So kindly guys, if it's for the first time that you are coming across my video, feel free to share, comment, and also don't forget to smash that subscribe button. And for the returning ones, I want to appreciate you for the love and support that you are showing. So I hope that you have watched the entire race till the end. It was a very competitive and very beautiful race. So Jamaican has stood up yet again and showcased the world that in this track and field, you know, they are the beast. In this track and field, you know, they will continue conquering. So you have seen that, you know, Jamaican has that winning spirit. Even you could see from before the race has started, the Jamaican just looked relaxed. They just looked like they were ready. You know, when your opponent just look relaxed, just know that he or she is ready. So Jamaican has really pulled out a good performance, and they have really made Jamaican famous. And not only Jamaican, us, you know here guys in Kenya, Jamaican has a big fan base. They have also made us happy, and I want to congratulate them. You know, that race showcased that Jamaican, you know some people are saying like Jamaican has luck, but you know, Jamaican has a good history of winning and dominating the track and field. We all know this guy, Usain Bolt. Although people are saying that he retired a bit early, you know, Usain Bolt really did a lot of things. He really broke a lot of records. He really set new record, and he had a good pace. So Jamaican has a good history. Even you could see during that race, the commentator was like mentioning Jamaican most of the time, because you know Jamaican is a big brand, and you know when you are big guys, you know all eyes are on you. On that race, you know Jamaican is a famous country, and you know when you have a race and there is Jamaican name on the list, you know many eyes, all eyes, you know are there watching, because they want to see, you know, Jamaica, you know, this Jamaican, many people talk about it, you know, this Jamaican as an history. People want to see for themselves. People want to see how Jamaican carry themselves. People want to see what does Jamaican do to win these races, because you know Jamaican for sure are the best in this track and field. And that's why I've come across a certain video, and I saw, you know, athletics nowadays, they try to hire coaches from Jamaican, because they have seen that, you know, defeating Jamaican is not easy. Some even go to an extent of traveling all the way from their European nation, all the way from their countries to Jamaica to train with the best, because they have seen defeating Jamaican is not easy. And that's I think Jamaican have really showcased the world that, you know, they are the best. You know, they have some upcoming youths. There is this young youth called Brian Level, and he is dominating back there in under 17, and that showcased that Jamaican is in safe hands. Jamaican will continue dominating more and more. We'll be hearing Jamaican name a lot of times, because we feel very happy seeing that Jamaican will be dominating in this track and field. When you have those young youths, you know, dominate. And I think, you know, Jamaican, you know, many people are like, you know, they want to dig deep to see what Jamaican uses, but you see, Jamaican winning spirit is in, like, it is in their genetics. It's like in their blood, because, you know, most of the Jamaicans, you know, they keep watching, they keep learning from the best. You know, when they see like Usain Bolt, how he works, you know, when they see these big names like Sharika Jackson, Tia Clinton, Elaine Thompson, you know, they want to be like them. So they train very good. You know, they have they get, you know, some good experiences. So I want to congratulate those athletics, because they have really made Jamaican famous. And not only Jamaican, they have made us, the fan base, you know, outside the Caribbean, very, very happy. So guys, you can leave a comment, you can comment something to congratulate them, or even a word of prayer, so that God can protect them, because we want to see Jamaican winning a lot of gold. We want to see Jamaican winning more gold. So guys, if it's for the first time that you are coming across my video and you like, you know, this seeing, you know, about Jamaican, seeing these sprinters, see how Jamaicans carry themselves. You know, Jamaican is a big brand and many people are following about Jamaica. You can subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification, so that we can continue with this Jamaican chapter. So guys, before I forget, I want to appreciate you for the 1,000 subscribers, and I hope that you really enjoyed the video. So guys, stay safe, one love.